So students, in today's lecture we will talk about magnetic materials, and to understand magnetic materials, what the materials are, what are the properties of these materials, and on which basis these materials are classified. To understand all about magnetic materials, you need to be familiar with some terms, you need to understand the terms, and those in general we can call as requirements to understand magnetic materials. Out of these requirements, the very first concept you should understand, that is about magnetization. Okay. To understand this magnetization, initially I will tell you the definition of magnetic materials, that any material can be a magnetic material. For example, the chalk I am holding, if it is magnetic material, how it should behave. So, the substance which when placed in external magnetic field acquires magnetism or gets magnetized is called a magnetic material. Any material which has the ability to get magnetized or acquire magnetism is called magnetic material. And to understand this, we have to understand what is the magnetization. For that purpose, we will consider a situation in which, suppose a sample of magnetic material is placed in external magnetic field, and the strength of external magnetic field is always indicated by H. When you place your sample in external magnetic field, as per the definition, this sample, it acquires magnetism, it gets magnetized, and whenever any substance gets magnetized, it creates its own magnetic field. Naturally, when you place the sample in external magnetic field, and if H is the strength of this magnetic field, B is equal to mu 0 H. This is the magnetic induction of this field originally, that is for primary field. When you place your sample, it will get magnetized and it will create its own magnetic field. So that magnetic field will be the magnetic field created by this solid, and the magnetic field lines will be redistributed as compared to their distribution when the solid is not in the magnetic field. That means if B is the resultant magnetic field, then now it is consisting of two fields. The first one is primary magnetic field due to the magnetic field we are creating, and secondly it is the magnetic field created by this solid when it gets magnetized. So it happens to be B is equal to B0 plus B solid, and if we further write it, it will be mu 0 H plus mu 0 M. This mu 0 M term, it is arising in this equation because of the sample we have placed in magnetic field. So naturally here mu 0 is the free space permittivity and M is magnetization of the solid. So here M is called magnetization of the solid, which we need to understand, and this magnetization is contributing towards total magnetic field. If we consider that this duster, for example, if it is the sample we are placing in magnetic field, then we have to imagine that this sample is divided into n number of smaller volumes, and each volume will have its own magnetic field due to the external magnetic field in which it is placed. Now, within each volume there will be a magnetic dipole moment, and associated with magnetic dipole moment there will be a dipole moment vector. So these vectors will be randomly oriented, and magnetization of solid, it can be defined as the total magnetic induction per unit volume of solid. That means magnetic induction by total volume of the solid. So that way, this is the first term, the substance gets magnetized when placed in external magnetic field, and it is measured in terms of its magnetization. The second term we can talk about, it is magnetic susceptibility. Now in sequence with the same, whatever is the strength of applied magnetic field, that will be directly proportional to the magnetism or magnetization acquired by solid. Or magnetization acquired by solid, you can write it is directly proportional to applied field strength. More will be the field, more will be the magnetization acquired, and so on. So M is directly proportional to H. If we write down M is equal to chi M into H, where this chi M initially we can say it is a proportionality constant, and if we write down chi M is equal to M by H, this chi M is called magnetic susceptibility of the material. And this magnetic susceptibility, here you can see it is measure of the magnetization acquired by the solid. If we define this chi M, it can be defined as the ease, E-A-S-E. It can be defined as the ease with which the material can be influenced by external magnetic field. Hopefully you understand how easily we can magnetize the material in presence of external magnetic field, that is measured by the magnetic susceptibility of the material. Is that okay? Now the third term is about relative permeability. Here you can see B is equal to mu 0 H plus mu 0 M, but here M is equal to chi M into H. So if we place that here, B is equal to mu 0 H plus mu 0 chi M into H, it will happen to be B is equal to mu 0 H in bracket 1 plus chi M, or B is equal to, we can write mu 0 H into mu R. Mu R is 1 plus chi M, and this mu R is equal to 1 plus chi M, that is 1 plus magnetic susceptibility. It is called the relative permeability of the material. This relative permeability, it may be greater than or less than unity, because it can, chi M can be positive or negative. Okay. So this relative permeability of the material is defined as the degree. It is defined as the extent to which the material is penetrating, the magnetic field is penetrating into the material. The two terms I will make more clear to you by telling you that to get admission to engineering college, you have appeared for CET and you got some scores in CET. To get those scores, how hard you have studied, how easy it was for you, that depends on your susceptibility. Easily you made it or it was difficult for you to do, but you did that. That depends on your susceptibility. Once when you get admission in engineering college, staying in the college, studying different subjects, to which extent these engineering studies have penetrated into your personality and how good engineer you became, that can be measured by what? Relative permeability. So that way these are the three major terms you need to be familiar with to understand magnetic materials. And in short, let me tell you, the definition of magnetic material is the substance which when placed in external magnetic field gets magnetized or acquire magnetism is called magnetic material, and we have to discuss that substance using these three terms. So knowing this, understanding these concepts, we will go for actual types of magnetic materials. Hopefully this is clear to you.